Can you all see? You might, you can stand up if you like, or you can hop out the vehicle. And I'll just show you quickly how this all came to be, because this is actually hell of a interesting. And it's the reason why Phinda has so many different habitats, 7 different habitats, which is like 7 different game reserves. Most game reserves have 2 or 3 different habitat types, so Phinda is basically a lot more diverse. So just to show you, west of us, which is behind you, we've got Lubombo Mountains. Okay, to our east, which is that way, we've got Sodwana Bay coastline. Okay, beach. So like chilling on the beach, that's the beach. Okay, just so you remember. And these are the mountains. 150 million years ago or so, the Earth was all one big continent. I'm sure you know that. Gondwana land, yeah. And then it started to split up 150 million years ago, and with that splitting up of the continents, lots of movement of tectonic plates, and that causes upliftment as well. That's where a lot of mountain ranges have come from. And this mountain range, which is the longest mountain range in Africa, goes all the way to Ethiopia, separates us from Swaziland, the Lubombo mountain range. This started to lift, and as it started to lift, because this is where the ocean actually used to be, this was the ocean here, so much so that when the ocean was here, they found, now you can still find some ocean fossil at the foot of the Lubombo Mountains, 100 kilometers to our west. So as the Lubombo Mountains started to lift slowly like this, the ocean started to recede, okay? But it receded very, very slowly, because all this takes a lot of time. And whilst it was receding, you've got cool periods and hot periods. You've got ice ages and then warmer period, ice age, warmer period, ice age. So you've got melting of the ice, and then you've got the freezing again. So the ocean levels rise and fall every time that happens, every like 30 or 40,000 years or whatever it is. So while this is over millions of years, slowly going out towards where it is there, and it took a couple million years only to get from there to there, which is not that long, apparently. While it was doing that, every time the ice age came in and the ocean levels would fall, it would stop for a bit, the ocean levels would rise, and when the ice melted again, it would come in a little bit. So instead of just going constantly backwards to where it is now, Sodwana Bay, it's gone, chilled for a bit, just there for a bit, and it's gone back and forth. So what we've ended up with was coastline at intervals like this. And these are ancient paleo sand dunes. If you go to Sodwana Bay, the biggest dunes in the world as far as vegetated sand dunes goes, naturally vegetated, 800 feet high. So this has happened a number of times, and where Phinda is right here on the crest of a very old sand dune that's flattened out over millions of years. We're on the top of an old sand dune. That's why this is just beach sand. So as far as sand forest goes, this is what a sand forest is. And it's sands between 4 and 20 meters deep, clay very deep down, so you don't see any grass inside the forest in most areas. Just big woody species with roots that can get down to the water table. And that's why it's so rare. This is home to the world's smallest flowering orchid, and only found in Phinda's sand forest. I'll ask Jubs to look for one for us. Cool, eh? Okay, so it's, was it? It's okay.